My husband, Jake, and I had just welcomed a new addition to our family, little Taylor, a sister to our energetic toddler. With a baby to care for, we had less time to play with Manny, and he soon found solace in the company of an imaginary friend, whom he had aptly named Parker. Wherever Manny went, he would chatter away, engaging in animated conversations with his unseen companion. I cherished the moments of quiet it granted us, moments when I could focus on caring for Taylor. I'd overhear him giggle, argue, and whisper as he talked to Parker. Parker became a part of our daily lives. I would even ask Manny questions about his new friend just to hear his innocent and imaginative responses. One day, while I was helping him get dressed, I decided to take a step further. I asked, "Manny, what's your imaginary friend's name?" Manny's little face scrunched up in thought as he pondered the question. Then he smiled and replied, "Parker." With a grin, I pretended to look to the side of Manny as if I could see Parker standing there. "Well, hello, Parker. I'm Manny's mom," I said. From then on, throughout the day, Manny could be heard having full conversations with Parker. Our household had always been full of life, but now it seemed more animated than ever. One day, though, things took a darker turn. Manny ran to me, his eyes glistening with tears, and said, "Mom, Parker was being mean to me." I knelt down and hugged my son tightly, my heart aching for him. "Oh, sweetie, tell Parker to stop being mean, or I won't let you be his friend anymore." Manny listened to me and went on with his day. But there was a new tension in the air. The laughter that used to fill our home now felt laced with an undercurrent of unease. It was the day of the hairbrush incident that things took a stranger turn. After coming home from work, I couldn't find my hairbrush. I knew I'd left it on my dresser, as I always did. Puzzled, I asked Jake if he'd seen it, but he had no idea. Frustrated, I decided to buy a new one, along with some other essentials, during a trip to Target. I came home planning to place the new brush on my dresser, only to find the old one sitting right there, as if it had never disappeared. Bewildered, I asked Jake if he was playing a prank on me, but he firmly denied any involvement. Frustration bubbled within me, and I asked Manny if he had been playing with my hairbrush. Manny looked up at me, his eyes wide. "I didn't touch your brush, Mommy. I don't know where it is." But that week, the mysterious events continued. My car keys, which I always hung on the hook, disappeared. I asked Jake, and he swore he hadn't touched them. I searched every corner of the house, growing increasingly frustrated. Then, as I walked through the hallway, I heard a faint jingling sound. It was coming from the front door, where our key hook was. My heart raced as I approached the door, the keys still jingling softly. I waited, holding my breath, and then I leaped around the corner, ready to catch the culprit. But there was no one there, just my keys hanging from the hook. I was left dumbfounded. Feeling slightly unnerved, I decided to leave for work and ponder the strange incidents on my commute. My mind whirled with possibilities, but nothing made sense. I had always been a rational person, and I couldn't accept the idea of something supernatural happening in my home. After work, I returned home, still grappling with confusion over the recent events. I thought about Manny, who had been telling me about Parker and the strange things he had been experiencing. But it was all in the realm of a child's imagination, or so I had thought. The evening flowed as usual, and we sat down for dinner. But when Manny refused to eat, I couldn't ignore it any longer. He kept his head down, and in a small voice, he said, "Parker said I can't eat your food because you're mean, Mommy." I couldn't believe my ears. Parker was not only real to Manny, but was now dictating his actions. Determined to reassure my son, I said, "Well, you and Parker aren't friends anymore, so just eat. Parker's just upset he can't have yummy food. Mommy and Daddy are here to take care of you." Manny finally ate his dinner, and things seemed to calm down for a while. Jake and I thought it was just a phase that Manny was going through. something that would soon pass. However, the disturbances were far from over. One night, Jake and I were jolted from our sleep by Manny's scream. We rushed to his room, finding him crying on the floor. He claimed that Parker had pulled him off the bed because he was angry that Manny hadn't listened to him. That was the moment when we realized that something more serious was happening in our home. We took Manny into our room, and for the rest of the week he slept with us. It seemed to be the only way to keep him safe and bring back the peace that had once filled our home. Manny no longer talked about Parker, and the eerie occurrences ceased. As time passed, Manny grew older, and the chapter of his imaginary friend faded into memory. Our family found its way back to happiness, and though we could never quite explain the strange events that took place, we had faith that it was a phase we had all endured together. The memories of those dark days became just that. Memories relegated to the shadows of our past, buried under the love and warmth that returned to our family. And as Manny grew up, the echoes of Parker became nothing more than a distant memory, a chilling experience we would occasionally share around the dinner table, reminding us of the love and strength that had carried us through that perplexing and unsettling time. Hello guys, if you found this video entertaining, it will mean a lot to me if you like and subscribed, as it will help my channel grow. Thank you for watching.